morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the day video diary. How's it going today? Today it's Sunday, kind of. How's it going today? Today we had a relatively relaxed, chilled out day. After the mayhem that was yesterday going Christmas shopping, Sunday was decidedly our sit down, just chill, work a bit, potter around the house kind of day, as it normally is on a Sunday, to be fair. Sunday videos are never very interesting. We got up at about 8ish and we headed on into here, had some breakfast, bacon sandwiches as per usual, watched some Andrew Marr and started getting ready. But we had like a couple of things we needed to do, a couple of errands we needed to run, so we had to like reorganise what we were going to do. We were going to go to the gym at about 11 and then like have the free afternoon, but instead we headed on out to go and pick up some bacon stuff for Laura, who made some mince pies, and they're delicious. I've already had two. They're very good. And then also I went to Specsavers to tighten my glasses because they were like falling down a little bit. So that's all sorted there. We then came back and I was doing some work, I was doing some programming, Laura was doing some work as well, and then we had lunch, Laura did the bacon, I was still doing some programming, and then we went to the gym, basically. Today at the gym, I haven't been to the gym for like a week, and I'm not going to be able to go for another week either because I'm busy all of this week. Like, we have a fucking crazy week ahead of us. We're doing something like literally every single night, so it's going to be hectic. So I went and I wanted to see how far I could run in 30 minutes. Because last time I went and ran for like a decent amount of time, like a long 30-minute run. I did 5 kilometres in 28 minutes, and that was like we were aiming for 5 kilometres rather than aiming for 30 minutes. So this time I wanted to like one-up that, and I ran 6.2 kilometres in 30 minutes, which I think is pretty good. I mean, like, that's averaging 12 kilometres an hour running, which is good, man. I spent like the first little bit doing like 10 to like warm up, and then I was like 12.5 to 13 miles per hour, kilometres an hour, for like the vast majority, and then at the very end pushed it up to like 15 to be like, come on. I just crossed 6 and I didn't want to like just get like 6.0. I'm like, come on, let's go. So that was good fun, and then otherwise just went to go and like, pump iron and shit. We came home, cooked some dinner. We cooked fish pie. I love fish pie. Don't have it very often because it's quite expensive to buy the fish and stuff. But we had fish pie, which was delish. I sorted out my ironing. I did Graham in the morning, but cleaned Graham out today as well. And we were chilling, watched Planet Earth 2. Tried to watch Gogglebox on 4OD, but we can't get it to Chromecast because it just doesn't want to Chromecast. It's like, this is unavailable for Chromecasting, so we tried like everything else. We like Chromecasted the screen to try and hack it up. Quality wasn't very good. And then we couldn't get, like, the internet just like seemed to drop, or they stopped letting us watch it for some reason. As we tried to like plug in our laptop into the TV, like the old-fashioned days. Jesus. Then Laura went to bed and I went into the office and did a little bit more work. I had a bit of a revelation today about something. I've realised that what I was writing, what I was creating, was like not much better than what was already there. Like, there's an assembly runner in the XUnit framework which I was replacing, basically. And I've realised that actually, because I was replacing it, the reason I was replacing it was because it's difficult to wrap around correctly. The way that you wrap around it was a bit of a, like, I couldn't test it properly. So I stepped away from it. And then I realised that basically, like, this entire thing can't be tested. It was so messy, and it's basically just a load of, like, events and stuff. And I couldn't figure out how to test it. You know when you get to the point where you're like, I don't know how to do this clean anymore, I'm just going to fucking smash it down and we'll see what happens later. But I had the realisation today that because I don't think this is going to be very easily tested, I'm going to go back to the original way of like injecting this in, and I actually found a good way of doing it as well with like a I have like a wrap, like essentially a proxy around it, which is created lazily, so I don't have to like worry about it being created explicitly, and I can mock out basically everything that would create it. So that's good. And I've got it running through now. Like, I've made some fucking huge amounts of progress today. And basically, I listen to its events. I've just picked the events that I want to listen to and listen to them. You know how I was saying yesterday that I could, I was going to do their messages and then that would raise an event. Like, I'm just bypassing all of that. I don't think I need to do it. It may turn out that I might have to do it, but I'm bypassing it for now. The only reason I might have to do it is if I need a little bit more control over timings. But like all the timings happening in this external thing anyway, so I don't. What I was doing was putting the timings into the runner. Now I'm taking the timings out and using the messages to figure it out, and the events and stuff to figure out all the timings, and then I can cancel it and dispose of it. The only problem is cancelling it. There is a cancel method, but it doesn't promise to be immediate, and I then also need to dispose of it. So I think I've extended iDisposable, and in theory the garbage collector will be able to pick it up if I just drop it. That's what I'm hoping. But when it's running, it runs through and it's saying file not found, can't do reflection, can't find the assembly. And I'm led to assume that that's because it's not looking in the assembly folder that I'm telling it to look in. I think it's looking in the project's assembly, which is problematic. It's very difficult to debug. The exception just says like file not found, and bitch, the file's there. And I've like come to the point where it's like 1:30 now. Transferred the code over to my laptop. I'm like, I need to go to bed. So it's quarter to. No, sorry, 1:45, not 1:30. So I'm making progress, but I think I'm in the same position I was when I last tried this, and when I was doing the reflection the first time, and it was looking in the wrong place to get the assemblies, which is very, very annoying. I'm gonna have to dive through the source code, see what it's doing, because I think I pass it a path, but it just takes an assembly name. It just takes the name of the file and just probably looks in the current one, which is gonna really fuck me, quite frankly. And that's not a problem that's like caused by me stepping back and using like wrapping this thing rather than reinventing it. Like it's deep into the utilities. So either I fix it and put it in, like what I said I would do is like try and, I don't know, I might have to ask on the GitHub thing. I don't know. So, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to head off to bed. Oh, like I say, this week is going to be damn busy. Literally, like, we're going shopping, pub. Lois is here until Sunday, and then we've got like Sunday is our like first day off for the week. And obviously we've got work as well. And we're going to do lots of programming. This week, I kind of jovially spoke to Laura this week and kind of said that like, this is my holiday week for programming for this project. Like there was a couple of days where I just couldn't be bothered and I just did like 30 minutes a day or whatever at work. And I still did 14 hours of programming because of Friday basically. But yeah, I still managed to pull off 14 hours of programming, which is over a weekend shift at the supermarket. It's not the 16 hours that I did last time, previously. I think the past 4 weeks I've done 14, 15, 16, 14. So I have dropped back down to 14. But I think I need to get over the idea of trying to beat my previous time and just like doing it. So, like I say, there's no point burning out and killing yourself over it. I need to figure out how to fix my assembly problem. I think it's an assembly problem. I can't see enough information to figure out if it is or not. And I can't debug through it properly. It's quite like buggy because it's not my code. It's like going into like NuGet packages and decompiling them, and Visual Studio is like pulling all of the power it can to try and do it, but it's not quite perfect. Okay, Thanks for watching. I'm getting on, Mick. I'll catch you later.